The hormone that makes you hungry. And I talk to a lot of women in menopause. And so we all want to know about the hormone that makes us hungry because it changes, right? Like maybe we didn't feel this way as a kid all the time, like starving or late night snacking and we're trying to lose weight. And it's just so frustrating sometimes when you're like, you've got menopause weight going on and you don't know how to like stop the hunger. So I'm going to give you some really good information. All right. You know, I love Maria Emmerich. So I was looking up in one of her resources and I'm going to tell you all about it. So first I'm going to start with a story, really quick story. This is replacing good habits with bad habits with good ones. And this is right underneath her hormone information. I grew up on a bedtime snack, and that snack was often junk food, such as toast with peanut butter, yum, and honey or ice cream sandwiches. For 18 years, I ate a snack before bed. This is all going to tie in. It was the hardest habit for me to break because even though I wasn't actually hungry, my ghrelin, that's the hormone, increased when the clock struck 8:30 p.m. That was the time my brain told me to eat. I had to replace that bad habit with a healthy one. It was extremely difficult, but I had to distract my belly from believing it was time for food. I started practicing yoga instead, and that switch helped me reverse this poor eating routine. All right, so what the heck is this hormone that makes you hungry? I personally had like never heard of this. Have you heard of the hormone ghrelin? Like, how many hormones do we have, people? Okay. This is super interesting, and I think it's going to be really helpful, and she gives really good tips on how to deal with it, okay? So ghrelin, it's spelled G-H-R-E-L-I-N. Scientists believe they have discovered why people get hungry at meal times. Why people get hungry at mealtime, why dieters who lose weight often gain it back, and why stomach surgery helps obese people lose a great deal of weight. One main reason is a hormone called ghrelin, which makes us hungry. It also slows metabolism and decreases the body's ability to burn fat. Excuse me. Ghrelin creates ravenous cravings for food. Even simple food habits can increase ghrelin. Our bodies increase the production of this hormone before eating, and it can be triggered by different factors, whether it is the clock striking noon or the delicious smells wafting out of a bakery as you walk by. Ghrelin levels increase before meals and they drop afterward. Volunteers who were given ghrelin injections felt extremely hungry, and when turned loose at a buffet, ate 30% more than they did previously. Previously, dieters who lose weight produce more ghrelin than they did before dieting, as if their bodies are fighting against starvation. Oh, yeah, because that's what we need. That is so funny. By contrast, obese people who have gastric bypass surgery to lose weight end up with low levels of ghrelin, which helps explain why their appetites decrease noticeably after surgery. This is super fascinating to me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so when she's talking about this, trying to help you maintain proper ghrelin like levels, it's a hormone. So this explains, sometimes I think things are a little more out of our control than we understand, and we just have to do something outside of ourselves to bring things into balance, and then we don't feel so much shame and condemnation around things. Maybe we can actually bring things like into order, right? Number one, get adequate sleep without a prescription sleep medication. Change bad habits, such as eating at bedtime, to change your brain signals. So you have to like try to replace that so it's a brain signal because of the hormone ghrelin. Eat adequate protein to manage the hormone. I talk about protein all the time. If we would focus on protein at every single meal, like I get up in the morning and I have a couple of eggs, not the cereal, not the carbs. When you're like dealing with menopause, it's a whole nother ball game. I mean, our bodies aren't functioning the same as they used to function. But anyway, do not overstretch your stomach with large volumes of food. Eat nutrient-dense foods like animal proteins. If you have a slow thyroid or lack of hydrochloric acid, you can supplement for that. And treat your hunger like a muscle. You need to flex it to build its strength. So again, get adequate sleep, change your bad habits so that you can like rewire your brain, eat adequate amounts of protein, don't overstretch your stomach, eat good nutrient dense like animal proteins. If you have a slow thyroid, you can supplement for that, and then treat your hunger like a muscle, like you're building your muscle. And I thought that was super fascinating. I hope that actually gives people like hope, because I know what it's like to feel, hungry all the time like that. And then you're wondering like, what's wrong with you? Or maybe you just don't have willpower or whatever. But yet here your hormones have changed. Your habits maybe have changed. Maybe you've had a stressful situation and patterns have changed. And there are things that you can do about that. So if you need anything for like a really good magnesium to drift off to sleep, or you need something for your liver because T4 is converted into T3 in your liver. So for your thyroid, you can either go to my website, KirstenLiebelt.com, or you can always reach out to me and I will chat with anybody in my DMs about stuff like that. And I hope that helped. So you know what? There you go. You learned something new. There's a hunger hormone called ghrelin. And listen, if I can learn all of this at 58, everybody can learn this and change the way that their bodies are functioning for real. All right. So I will talk to you guys very, very soon. See you later.